Hey everybody, welcome to Earth Revolution. I'm your host Susan Shann and we are the home of the green scene here in Nashville, Tennessee. And I have a great guest with me tonight on the show. This is Sarah Bellos. Hey Sarah.
Hi.
How are you?
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being on. Sarah and her sister Allie have a clothing company here based in Nashville that makes organic cotton clothing. Well, they use various materials, organic cotton, bamboos. I never even knew you could make shirts from bamboo. That was interesting. And hemps and silks, and they use natural dyes that they create themselves. And the name of the clothing company is ASK Apparel, like ask a question. And they have a website under that moniker, so it's askapparel.com. And Sarah, tell me a little bit about Ask Apparel. How'd you get started? When? What was the motivation?
Sure. So in early 2006, my sister and I got together. She was working as an artist, and my background was more in environmental policy and sustainable business, working more evaluating larger businesses on their social and environmental responsibility. Mm-hmm. And we decided that we wanted to be a force for change on the small business sector, and really to push the envelope of textiles and environmentally friendly fashion. And combining our interests, we decided that natural dyes were the logical choice. Synthetic pigments in clothing are mostly derived from petroleum and hydrocarbons, right. And there more and more research is coming out of just how toxic they are. Petroleum-derived, colors that we are sleeping in, we're wearing. The skin is the largest organ in our body, and so we don't really think about the toxics that are going into the clothing that we wear, but they're real. So we used all plant-based and earth-based colors for our line of clothing.
Yeah, and that's great. And you guys actually have a lot of good information on your website about that. Just how chemical dyes off-gas toxins. These are things that we never thought about before. I mean, this is all relatively new information for us as a culture in terms of being aware of, oh my God, this actually, not this shirt because it's one of yours, but it's a standard t-shirt, that's heavily dyed or whatever, could actually be affecting me in ways that I'm not even realizing because of the gassing of the chemicals. And so, now, really briefly, why don't you show us one of these samples of this is a plant that you use to create a dye. Tell us about this.
Sure. We use it to create a dye. It's called indigo, and we also grow it ourselves.
You grow all this, most of it yourself,
We
is
have
that right?
a farm where we grow a lot of our main colorways, so like blue and yellow and red. We grow our lilac gray color also from Hopi dye sunflower.
Wow.
So a variety.
Marigolds
for yellow, and a plant called madder for our red. So we really look to localize and regionalize our supply chain, focusing on the colors.
Right.
And we are working with other farmers in the Tennessee and Kentucky, sort of southeast United States, to get some natural dyes onto their farms, because they are a way to diversify your farm and to have a value-added product for small family farms that might, have some income generation through the winter and things like that. So we're really looking at it not just as our own personal business, but as a community effort to, link sustainable agriculture with fashion.
Right. I love the fact that you're doing that, and I love the clothing. In addition to being environmentally conscious, it is beautiful design. I know you guys use several, and we're just going to talk briefly. We can't get into the real specifics of how you create the design, but give me just a few examples. I know you do regular dyeing, silk immersion dyeing is what you call that, and silk screening. And there's a couple of methods. One is like a Japanese method. What's that called?
So katazome, and the shirt that you're wearing is actually a katazome design.
Okay.
It's a hand-painted shirt. So we have a variety of shirts from simple one color to intricate multicolor hand-painted shirts. So there are many different options for people who might just want a simple scarf, and we dye in every color of the rainbow. So.
And by the way, and she did bring Sarah brought a bunch of beautiful scarves. They're kind of off screen at the moment. Maybe we can do a close up before we There they are, over to the side there. And they're all natural silks, and again, the natural dyes created from the plant matter, extracted in different ways. Once again, here with Sarah Bellos from AskApparrel.com, based in Nashville, and very focused on sustainable products and healthy for you, for your children. And so, Sarah, do you have any events coming up? Do you have any new services or features that you want to talk about real quickly?
Well, our products are available for those folks who are in the Middle Tennessee area at Whole Foods and at the Green Wagon, and also on our website, which is askapparrel.com.
Okay, and the Green Wagon's in Sylvan Park,
yes,
for anybody that doesn't
new,
know.
great, eco-friendly shop. And also on our website, there's information about our new eco dye service, where we have had a lot of requests for people saying, can you dye this dress for me? I bought it in white, but I really want it in blue. Or I'm getting married, for guys who wanted a colored shirt. Can you dye, my shirt in a purple color? I want to have an eco-friendly wedding. And so what we realized was there are a lot of people who have existing items that they just want to freshen up, and why not provide that service? We can dye any color. So as long as it's a natural fiber, people can send us a photo of the garment and we can give them a price, or if they're local, they can drop by the studio.
Okay,
also.
great. And you can also do designs and on those kinds of
on
products
those
as well.
products as well, yeah.
Great. All right. So she has a dye service. That's pretty cool. And you sell at the Franklin Farmers Market.
Yes, and every other week at Franklin Farmers Market and other artisan events throughout actually the Southeast. And so on our website, we have an ongoing calendar of what events we'll be at, and our listserv, we send them out more regularly.
Good. All right. Well, as you can see, great clothing, and wonderful that you're here with us. And thank you so much. You've been watching Earth Revolution. I'm your host for the show, Susan Shann. And I thank you so much for being with us. And we will see you again next time. Until then, thank you, Sarah.
Thank you.
Peace, love, and recycling. Have a good night.